Demonstrators across the United States are marching over aggressive federal action taken against immigrants. They've rallied in Minneapolis, where federal agents killed 2 protesters in recent weeks, and many other cities.
And millions of Americans have turned out for a day of demonstrations against Donald Trump. More than 2,600 rallies were planned across the United States. Protesters decrying an administration they see as authoritarian, demanding no kings.
Major protests across the U.S. playing out at this hour. Demonstrations against ICE and against President Trump's immigration crackdown.
Hey everyone, today I'm talking about one of the biggest economic protests happening in the United States right now, a movement that officially starts today, February 1, 2026. It might not look like a march in the streets, but it could be just as powerful. Today we are digging into the big tech boycott that's spreading across America, why it's happening, what it means for people, and what could happen next. So let's get into it. Right now, the United States is deeply divided over federal immigration policies, especially the way immigration enforcement has been handled in the past few months. A lot of Americans are upset, not just about politics in general, but specifically about how federal immigration agents, including ICE, have been operating in cities across the country. There have been protests, demonstrations, and even tragic events that have sparked nationwide outrage. Here where today's story begins. Instead of organizing another one-day street protest, a new boycott campaign is kicking off that starts right now on February 1st. And this boycott doesn't target the government directly. Instead, it targets some of the largest technology companies in the world, companies that most of us use every single day. The boycott is being led by Scott Galloway, a well-known marketing professor and tech commentator. Galloway argues that the best way to influence political change in America today is through economic pressure, specifically by withdrawing consumer support from big subscription-based tech platforms. Now, what does that mean in practice? The idea is simple. Instead of spending money on things like Amazon Prime, Apple Music, YouTube Premium, Microsoft Office subscriptions, ChatGPT+, and other paid services from major tech companies, people are being asked to unsubscribe and opt out during the month of February. Why target these companies? Galloway and organizers believe that the leaders of these tech giants have powerful political influence. CEOs of companies like Apple, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, and OpenAI have close relationships with government officials and in some cases support for federal policies. By reducing consumer spending, organizers say this could put pressure not only on the companies themselves, but ultimately on policymakers in Washington. Imagine this: millions of people cancel their monthly subscriptions for a whole month. That means Amazon Prime members cancel their Prime membership. Apple users stop paying for Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, and Apple One. Microsoft subscribers pause or cancel Microsoft Office subscriptions or Xbox Game Pass. ChatGPT users stop paying for premium AI services. YouTube Premium members cancel their plans. If that actually happens on a large scale, it could have real financial consequences for these companies, especially those that rely on recurring subscription income. And when big corporations feel the financial impact, they notice. That's exactly the point organizers are trying to make. The boycott is not limited to tech subscriptions. Some versions of the movement even encourage people to think about how and where they spend money, including reducing purchases from certain retailers or switching to local alternatives. But the core idea remains the same: vote with your wallet instead of your feet. Now let's talk about why this is happening now, in 2026. In recent months, frustrations over federal immigration policies have grown. There have been repeated protests against ICE and other federal agencies. People across the country have participated in strikes and demonstrations. Some businesses even closed in solidarity with protest movements. But many organizers felt that traditional protests, marches, rallies, and one-day strikes weren't enough to change policy. So they shifted strategy towards something that might hit harder: economic action. That's where this boycott idea took hold, and February was chosen as the month to start. So what could happen if this boycott gains traction? Let's think about that. If millions of people actually cancel subscriptions and stop spending on tech services for a month, we could see revenue dips in major tech companies, which might affect stock prices, pressure on CEOs to speak out or reconsider their political stances, increased media coverage and public debate about immigration policies and corporate influence, more political pressure on lawmakers in Washington, D.C.,